Hello and welcome to this video where we'll be reviewing the proper use and setup of a MAG-9000. Now the first thing before we start grinding, of course, is safety gear. Have proper eye protection, gloves, and if you'll be grinding for an extended period of time, certainly wear hearing protection as well. The first thing that we need to start out with is, we'll mention that on this unit right now, there is a partially used grinding wheel. You'll see when we zoom in later, you'll already see the angle ground on there, or that it self-adjusts to. Here's of course a new wheel, and when the 9000 comes, it will have a square wheel. The machine is self-dressing, and you'll first be contacting that hard corner, and that will grind away and dress away as you begin to use it, and that angle will dress. The next thing that we have to start with is getting the proper angle, and that is done with the crank handle on top of the unit. And regardless of wheel diameter, as long as the grinding wheel is lowered to where it will almost contact the plastic work table, leaving about a 1/16th to a 32nd of space, that will produce a 30-degree cutting edge angle on the mower blade. So make sure that you maintain that contact distance at the work table, and you will maintain a consistent 30-degree angle on all the blades that you sharpen. Next, we'll talk about the two different types of blades that the 9000 can sharpen. Here we have a right-handed and a left-handed mower blade. Of course, right-handed mower blades, which are the most popular in the industry, discharge the grass to the right, and left-handed discharge to the left. We'll first show the approach of the left-handed blade, and that is standing on the side of the machine, where you'll approach here, grinding back and forth from this viewpoint. For the right-handed blade, you stand on the front side of the machine. Again, we're grinding at an angle to the wheel, which is parallel to this cut in our blade rest or work table. And here you would grind a right-handed blade back and forth. All right, next we'll be reviewing the proper hand placement while using the MAG-9000. And the reason proper hand placement is important is because we reference off of the underside of the blade to get the proper cutting edge angle. That's how the machine is designed. So it's more important to bias downward pressure on top of the blade rather than so much pressure into the wheel. Our machine's designed that you don't have to muscle it or push extremely hard. We are running at 3450 RPM, which is quicker than most other units out there. So with the hand placement, we want you to have whatever's comfortable. First of all, either all 4 or 3 of your fingers pressing down on top of the blade, and your thumb is used as the pressure to apply pressure into the grinding wheel. Your right hand is then more or less a rudder just to keep the blade straight and level. You of course don't want to be lifting it up and down, and the reason we don't have you hold the blade in this manner, like kind of a baseball bat, is that you have twisting in the wrist where you will alter the angle by lifting or rocking the blade. This also creates chattering between the grinding wheel and the work table. It'll knock your grinding wheel out of round, a number of other unpleasant side effects of not really keeping the blade rigid, which is most easily done by keeping that downward pressure. Now we'll do just a little bit of grinding so that you can see the amount of sparks we're looking for. We want a nice, even, deep grinding sound and a nice, even stream of sparks. We don't want to bog the motor down, because by that point you're not doing any more work, you're just overloading the unit. And we also don't want to push so lightly that it's a very kind of tingy sound or high-pitched sound where really not much work is being done either. So we'll turn the unit on and we'll do a little bit of grinding to demonstrate what we've been talking about. Again, hand placement, and we want to stay parallel to the cut in the work table. And there you'll also notice, as I was grinding, a relatively quick back and forth motion. We don't need to drag the drag the blade across extremely slowly. There's no real benefit to it. And moving quicker also does better distribute the heat. So here you can see we have a nice even 30-degree angle, and that essentially really is all that's required as far as a learning curve in operating the MAG-9000. That downward pressure and solid holding. Thank you for watching.